Good morning, everybody. I'm back with part 3 of our 100 Days of Trump and where we are now. Where we left off last time was some funny memes, okay? MAGA Mondays with Emily Purple Show. So let's jump right back into it and go laugh a little bit before we get into the drama. Before we get into what's next. Here we go. I'm not in a gabbing mood this morning, but we'll get there. I'm almost done with my coffee. We're almost there.
Who had Harry Bowles dismantling the government? Second week of February. I did. Go check my old videos. I did. I guess exactly that. Republicans will be exposed by this too. Good.
My headphones are dying. Damn it. I must have left them on all night.
And that was the moment the entire video was wrecked.
Republicans will be exposed by this too. Good.
I really like your shirt.
So I'd like to talk about where you think there's waste within your department.
Where do I start?
None.
What exactly will you be cutting? And how much of it? And can I watch you do it while eating pork cracklings?
Okay, let's start with personnel. Okay, you need
Funny because Ron seems like the perfect conservative. Perfect. Turns out he has TDS, you guys. Well, as you can see, my audio totally crapped out on me. So I figured let's just go back, rewatch it, and let's attempt this again. What I was attempting to say here before my audio cut out, Ron is a total liberal. He's TDS. You would assume playing that part and like he does it so well, you would think he was a conservative, but he's not. He is absolutely not.
Okay, let's start with personnel. Okay, you need to understand that just to keep this town afloat, we probably have to cut the budget of every department by 40 or 50%, okay?
Well, but Chris said that you just had to, you know, tinker with things.
Yeah, he said that because that sounds a lot better than we're going to gut it with a machete.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Okay?
I started it. I'll
Doge, that's Doge. Thank you, Doge. Bless you, Doge.
finish it. Yes. Yes, please. So we live in a time where the White House actually put this out on Valentine's Day. What a beautiful Valentine's card. Roses are red, violets are blue. Come here illegally and we'll deport you. And there you go. If you were feeling lonely on Valentine's Day, there is beautiful mugs of Trump and...
Valentine's Day is coming up, you guys. Go find this. You can send it to everyone you love.
Oh man. When the arrests and declassification start, me, normies that wanted cheaper gas and eggs. You know, by the 37th visit, I thought something weird was going on. Bill. Good old Bill. He's one of the good ones.
I love living in a country where you can wake up every day and say, I wonder what the president's up to today. And you can just find it out. You just figure it out. It's online at basically just whatever he's doing. He's signing executive orders. Oh, it's being live streamed. He's visiting families that fell victim to a hurricane. Oh, it's on Fox News right now. He's doing a private dinner. Oh, well, they're live streaming that too. I wonder what his policy changes are. Oh, well, he was watching the Super Bowl and just decided to get rid of the penny and he tweeted about it to let everyone know. This is the most American thing I've ever seen.
Literally, it's great. This is the way politics is going. Tina got caught by one of her bosses being a bit sassy. Elon Musk asked, what did you get done last week? As we all know, Elon is requiring that government workers list 5 things that they got done last week, otherwise they get fired. And Senator Tina Smith replies, I hate to break it to you, but you aren't my boss. I answer to the people of Minnesota. But since you bring it up, I spent last week fighting to stop tax breaks for billionaires like you, paid for by defunding healthcare for moms.
Tina. Is she one of the ones sitting right now in front of Congress? Because that's wild. I wonder if this woman is a part of the investigation. Is she deflecting? Is this what's going on? It's kind of funny that she's popping up right now. All right, I'll press play. I just think it's kind of weird that Tina's here. Tina.
Moms and babies. But Minnesota citizen Dustin Grage decided to chime in. And he said, I am your boss though, Tina. So what did you do last week? Tina has yet to reply to her boss. So what have we got going on with Elon and Doge this week? This person says, I honestly am not sure the damage Elon is doing to the federal government will be reversible. And they reply, the reversible is the goal. Yes. Yes, Vanilla Opinions. We are seriously, seriously hoping that this is not reversible. So once you understand that, then it makes sense. Speaking of which, things I trust more than the government number 1028. Most of the memes that have been going around this week are to do with the meetups that Trump had with EU leaders, and they are hilarious.
This one was funny.
I've tried so many times to figure out like who was pushing who away, who was like pulling who. I cannot figure it out. I don't know who was doing what. There have been so many of these. This is a good one. Trump and JD Vance negotiating with Zelensky.
I come strong and you come in. You listen to me, you piece of shit. It's just you and me, and I'm gonna rip you apart. What drug cartel are you working with now? Okay, well, I'll talk to you. You're reasonable. No, look at me.
Not even that much of an exaggeration.
That was yours. We thought that baggie belonged to Hunter. You know, I think the Secret Service probably still has it somewhere.
I have been stealing the money.
I'm sorry, what's that now?
I must to speak honestly. I steal many of USA dollars to Ukraine. Millions.
Yeah, we
some
know.
dollars for some oligarchs, also some for
And it's
American
not US
bureaucrats
aid.
also.
Well, we know that, but
It's not US aid, it's USAID. An organization created to control most of what's happening outside of America. USAID is not cool, guys. Not cool.
why are you telling me this?
Because, Mr. Trump, if you end war, we cannot steal any more money. We must continue war.
No, the war must end. Your people are dying, Zelensky. They're dying.
But I want to steal more money. What do you want?
Do you remember that
I want to
movie
steal more
where
money.
no one was able to lie? This is what this would be like if all politicians suddenly couldn't lie. The world would just like implode if that ever happened.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position.
The guy in the corner smiling.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
People are such rascals making stuff like.
It's still funny. It's been a year and it's still funny. Whatever. I think it's hilarious.
This is as iconic as the truck, as McDonald's. It's up there. I'm glad he's having fun. This is the thing, they want to paint the MAGA movement and Trump as this like really exclusive, like against the LGBT community and racist, etc., etc. And like if you actually just look at yesterday, like you can see that's all bull.
Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
And that, my friends, right there was an epic night, okay? The night of Trump's speech. Called again, you guys. What was that speech called? I don't remember. I'll try to do it right here. Yes, that night was grand because Trump, once again, so amazingly and well done. God put him here for us and for women like the women that were on top of the balcony that night. Let's go see them. Let's go see those women. They deserve our attention, our eyes, and their stories deserve to be heard.
Next clip is about Jocelyn Ungary, who's the 12-year-old whose life was taken by illegal migrants, and her life was brutally taken by illegal migrants. And since then, Jocelyn Ungary has been a staple in this growing movement, and Jocelyn's mom has been really outspoken in her respect and reverence for this current administration for trying to do something about this issue and trying to stop the infiltration of gangs into the United States through our southern border. Now, here's the clip of him addressing Jocelyn Ungary in this issue of immigration.
I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter, and earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston.
Oh, this one's so hard for me to watch. And I watched it already with you guys, so it's making me more sad again. This woman lost her young daughter. Oh, I'll let Trump finish talking about it. And also, I noticed that he has a pattern, like a yearly pattern of a plan. So like that makes me trust him a little more. Like I can kind of see his plan as it's actively unraveling. And yeah, let's watch.
Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you know how pumped this gets me.
So there you have it. And you'll know it's pretty customary during these types of addresses for people to stand and clap for any given moment.
Before she starts talking about how much the Democrats suck, I just have to say, the faith that has been reinstored in me, I'm watching it grow across our country, and it's freaking beautiful. And it's so sad to me how many people don't realize how amazing we have it right now, and the amazing things we can start building with the amount of stuff that is happening. I hope that makes sense. We are creating opportunity both here and across the world. And I know that that comes with some struggles. Tariffs have been hard on a lot of places, but with him fixing the taxes very soon, it should all level out. He is trying to make things better. We have worked on our financial debt for America, which is the first time in a very long time. I'm just so grateful. I am so grateful for this man who has come in. I've been posting this everywhere on every YouTube, Fox, live chat, okay? And it's, Christ is my king, Trump is my president, and I am blessed. And I am so blessed. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, America. Thank you guys for being here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is good. And she's going to talk about how much the Democrats suck. I might cry a little bit. I definitely cried last time we watched it, but it's okay. Let's go.
They feel they want to exercise their support and show their support. And during this moment, you see again that clear divide in the room where Republicans are all standing up and clapping for this wildlife refuge being named after Jocelyn. And then you have Democrats just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. I'm seeing a lot of Democrats on the other end of this, lifelong Democrats who have supported this party, saying this sort of carrying on during last night's speech was completely unacceptable. And their inability to find common ground in things that they can agree with common sense, and to just simply give a clap, not for Donald Trump, but for this grieving mother who lost her 12-year-old daughter. Your inability to do that is just striking. And it just shows where their allegiance lies. It just shows where their logic or lack thereof is at the moment.
And they're losing so many because of it. The ratings continue to go down. We talked about it in part 2. And man, they are not doing so good. Socialism doesn't look so good, does it, guys? Communism is actually illegal here, so I don't know why we're not doing anything about that, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Now, here's another moment that the Democrats could definitely not applaud. And that was the story of Peyton McNabb being brought up. And I'll let Donald Trump talk about that.
Years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
And again, for Peyton McNabb, they did not clap. They could not clap, because to clap would be to acknowledge that boys and men should not be competing in women's sports. And of course, they don't want to concede that ground at any given moment. And they cannot bring it within themselves to simply applaud this young girl who had her athletic career snatched from her because we put somebody with a biological advantage on an opposing team who should not have been there in the first place. And it's interesting that on the left, we can truly acknowledge the power differential between men and women when we have more serious serious cases, when we're talking about things like rape, sexual assault, attacks, battery, anything of that nature, and a man is committing that act against a woman, we're talking about it. We're saying this is a sign of patriarchy. We're calling out men and saying how vicious and disgusting they are. Please make that make sense to me. But of course, on the other end of this, the story of Peyton McNabb is being shared more and more on the internet, and people are posting the video of Peyton McNabb actually getting spiked in the head by that ball that created the brain injury for her and had her undergo paralysis, essentially, from being hit so hard. And people are posting the video of Peyton McNabb actually getting spiked in the head by that ball that created the brain injury for her and had her undergo paralysis, essentially, from being hit so hard. And leftist Emma Vigeland responds, ha 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 ha, on Twitter. So yeah, it's a real,
They're so gross.
Real dunk from the left on
Disgust.
a young girl who was victimized.
They are disgusting. Yeah, she was victimized. It's true.
In a situation that should have never taken place.
They also want to.
I cannot wait till we talk more about the trans stuff, because that stuff makes me so mad. It just proves how there's no common sense and how easy it is to manipulate people because of the lack of common sense. But let's get into this part.
Recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States. Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by two impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John. Thank you, John.
Now, I am grateful for this movement, but I haven't seen much of it, like, come to fruition. Like the fact that Grok just got caught removing clothes from women and children. That has to be addressed. And obviously there's issues with AI. We're, like, just entering this new place, but that's something that should have been handled, like, a long time ago. Like, we know how disgusting there are actual predators that are humans, right? There's actual pervert predators, and that's not like a, oh, what? I didn't know about that. No, we all know about that. So, fix that, figure out what happened there. Does somebody need to be charged? I don't know, but we need to figure it out. But let's continue this other stuff.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. A brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Lakin Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Lakin was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Lakin's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Well, I'm glad I didn't shed tears this time. But no, like, it makes me so sad to think, like, this is the happiest these people can be. They can't really show joy when nothing brings back their babies. Nothing brings back your baby when this happens. And there were steps that could have been taken and laws that should have been followed that were not being followed to protect these children. And even though she was, 20-something, that was still somebody's baby, like, and taken away by a monster, a total monster. It was heartbreaking to watch this. I think I cried through the whole address the first time I saw it, and Yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful for everything he's accomplished for our country. Because
last year I told Lincoln's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
These mothers are the mothers of the victims of these terrorist organizations who have harmed their daughters, killed their daughters, and destroyed these families' lives. Round of applause, round of applause. Everyone in that room should have been standing up. But nope, the Democrats never fail us. They only clap for one thing. Ukraine, sending money to Ukraine. Why? Where are you getting your money from Ukraine? I want to know. I want to know how you are funneling your money from Ukraine to your motherfucking pocket, Elizabeth Warren. You guys remember, I'm a dramatic bitch, okay? And also a crazy bitch. So just let me rant. And if it's wrong, I really don't give a shit, because I'm just a dramatic bitch. But I do believe that it to be true. Elizabeth Warren is somehow funneling some money from, obviously they were doing it with USAID, obviously they were doing it with Social Security, but right now, I think it's happening in Ukraine. Whether she's investing somehow in weapons industries or some shit, I don't know.
Yo, think about all the fraud we just uncovered in Minnesota. What was that girl's name again? Tina! Oh my god, that's so funny. We have discovered so much. Heaven, you would be shooketh to hear what was happening on our own soil.
But I truly believe if I dug, I'd find it. I don't want to dig though. I got shit to do. I got lots to do. That's why we spend the mornings together. So he continues to troll through that night so beautifully, and not even purposefully. He's literally just trying to shout out these people who deserve to be shout out, like that little boy Daniel. Okay, let's go see him. I think he has like 47 certificates to be an officer, something like that. Let's go look.
Yeah, absolutely not. I hate Donald Trump. Orange man bad. I'm going to sit here in my active protest with my cabal of people who are going to do the very same. And in our leadership, this is how we're going to choose to protest the evil orange man. They probably had a lot of these stories set in place knowing damn well how Democrats were going to react, and they're welcoming this because it really is emphasizing the lack of compassion, the lack of tolerance, the lack of ability to step outside of the echo chamber that so many Democrats experience in day-to-day life. They brought a 13-year-old boy who has brain cancer to this address, and here's what Donald Trump had to say.
Daniel, you guys, Daniel's story is sad. What those people did to him in the parking lot when they were bullying him was so heartbreaking and like just so shattering, soul shattering. I could not believe it. I'm gonna add it here.
Video surfaced of these ghetto ratchet goblins. Here we have once again ghetto loser behavior being glorified. Who makes fun of a kid with cancer? She should be arrested because she definitely looked older than he was, and that is a child. Why are you doing these sexual gestures on a young child? That is so repulsive. This making fun of young children because they actually care about their future, because you have nothing fulfilling in your life in 10 years. I want you to look back at this video, and I hope that the people in this video continue to be haunted, and I hope that they learn something from this.
But I couldn't believe their behavior towards just a young man, like, who wanted to do good. It's so sad to see, so sickening to see. He also got, I think, a couple more badges recently and a few honors this year, so I'll add him here, okay? If I'm right, I'll put him right over here. Okay.
DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
I think I even cried when I saw this the second time.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Look at that little face.
That is so cute.
Aww.
That is so sweet. And still, they couldn't clap for that. And I have to think about, like, where are the logical centers of your brain taking you that you can't applaud that? This young boy who wants to be a member of Secret Service. Mind you, Secret Service protects every president that has ever existed. Doesn't matter your party. And he's been made an honorary member of the Secret Service. You can clap for that, a boy who struggled almost his entire life battling cancer, and that didn't bring anything within you. And is it maybe because they're hearing Donald Trump's voice and thinking, I cannot clap for anything this man does?
That's right. They couldn't even stand up for a boy with cured cancer. Oh, it's such a disappointment. These Democrats do not disappoint me when it comes to disappointing me. They always are very good at disappointing me. Like our lovely Jasmine Felicia Crockett. I like Gutfeld's got a good one. Watch, we'll go listen to it.
She's number one at being dumb, the new face of the DNC. Gather round, cause that's our Jazzy.
Jasmine Felicia Crockett, okay? She's another one who just never fails to disappoint me and disappointing me. Racist, hateful, and a total fake. A fraud. Fraudulent. Let's go take a look at why I call her fraudulent.
Still accurate. She's running now for a bigger seat, if you don't know. And, yeah, it's predicted she probably won't get it. And she most likely is doing this for the media stuff, because when you run, you get the donor money, and then you get the clout, and then you can make stuff, right? And just sell it to the people who are fans of you. So good luck to her. Hopefully she can get back to her law degree and, like, do something good for the country. But, I guess we'll see.
Because you guys need to see this, okay? Our hood girl Jazzy ain't so hood.
Let's listen to this highlight tape compilation of some of the craziest things that Jasmine Crockett has said. And we got, I don't know, 5 more clips of this. But I just want y'all to put it in perspective how ghetto this girl is. And it's not just because I'm just saying it at the side of my neck because she's a Democrat. No, listen to it. Roll the clip.
No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin that I would be running for Congress.
It is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed.
But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
Listen, he up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bull. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that. We wouldn't, you know.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
So, the idea that you want to shut down everybody that is not Fox News is
and child, listen, I want y'all to tell me
child.
whether or
Do
not
not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I'm a grown
which
woman.
of those
I'm 47 years
emails,
old.
but like it's Ted Cruz. I mean, like this dude has to be knocked over the head like hard, right?
We have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey.
Always keep the people first. That's just who I am. And if for some reason this job becomes something different from that and starts to turn my heart, that's when I know that it's time for me to go.
All right, let me give you some context around Jasmine Crockett real quick, because if you listen to her, and this is a phenomenon that happens that black people won't tell you. But being a black man my whole life, I gotta inform y'all about something. A lot of times when you are very smart, very successful, you're raised in an environment that's not black. And I'm not saying all black people bad. I'm just saying a ghetto, hood, rat environment. A lot of young black people feel like they're not being true to themselves because they need to be like the other black people. Growing up at an all-white school, getting a great education, all of the above, they can't stomach. And I don't know if it's intentional sometimes or it's just the way they feel the pressure of having to be black enough. Once I read you Jasmine Crockett's credentials, you're gonna look in the mirror and say, how did she go from this to a ghetto, slang-talking, deranged person in Congress that do nothing but obstruct? She has no vested interest in helping nothing for the American people but just obstruct. She went to, it's called Mary Institute in St. Louis County Day School, which is a private school with a $25,000 tuition. She went to, I think it's called Rosati Kane School, an all-girls Catholic, I'm probably saying it wrong, I butchered it, but y'all know what it is if you went there. An all-girls Catholic high school in St. Louis with a tuition of $14,000. Her parents are both pastors, and she has I don't know how many degrees. And she have a law firm that don't make no money, but it's still a law firm. So when you put that together, you say, how do you go to a Catholic school, private school your whole life with tuition that is this expensive? And you grow up in a household where mama and daddy are pastors, which I would be led to believe they're not running around the house cussing all day.
She puts this on. It's just a front to get to the people who are poor. She talks like that to reach people who talk like that. And that is wrong. That is disgusting. Okay, we don't like that. Kamala did it and she lost. Don't do that. Don't put on a voice that makes you sound like a hoodlum just so you can get hoodlum votes.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
That is GHETTO. Ghetto. She is ghetto. For show. Oh gosh, these Dems. These damn Dems. She also did something very amazing for her birthday. She had a beautiful birthday wish. Oh, she wished for world peace. She wished that everyone would stop fighting so that we could have peace in America. Just kidding. She said to take Tesla down. She's the dumb who started getting people to go against Tesla.
I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes, we are fighting for our country. We're fighting for democracy. We're fighting for our freedoms. And when I say fighting, I'm saying that figuratively. Obviously, everything that I am promoting is non.
Honestly, I'm saying that figuratively. This is what pisses me off so much. The people on the left don't even understand a man cannot be a man. A man cannot be a woman. A man cannot get pregnant. They think gender is fluid, but you expect them to know you're just saying it metaphorically? No. And also, no, you're not. You want them to get hurt. You say this stuff all the time. All of the Democrats do. And that's what's really scary. Our Democratic representatives in office are telling the public to go up against the government.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be. People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator. You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives. Enemies of state. Show me where it says the protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful. Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless, big ol' low, be kicked. How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck? Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized, right up to the right. I thought he should have punched him in the faces, even if he lost. He insulted your wife. He on the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I think you should punch him in the face, and then gotten out of the race. He would have been a hero. I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Punch some people in the face. When was the last time an actor assassinated a president? You're still gonna have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact. Look, it's his character. He's stabbed to death. Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him? Put this right. Where are the red? That's it right here. Pull it up. I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated. I will go and take Trump out tonight. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a cloud. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere. And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not. But you think we're rallying now, you ain't saying nothing yet.
And what happened? What just happened this week? We lost an American citizen because she had lost it. She got delusional, and she thinks that the government's kidnapping people when they're doing normal immigration things, but the news and the government is telling her to follow them and to attack them and to defend their constitutional rights. They are asking for people to get hurt. They want riots. That is what's happening. And it's so disgusting to see them do it just so blatantly, and nobody notices because they're so stupid. They don't know the difference between a man and a woman. It just frustrates me so much. And yeah, we are going to see more people die because they're choosing to stand in front of cars. They're choosing to do things they're being told not to do by the police, like follow them or not run them over. What do you expect? What do you expect? I can't handle.
Violent.
That's right. In her very own state of Texas, we had the worst cases. Let's go take a look.
The deranged left.
So I just want to make it very clear that these scenes are actually not all from Texas. They're from all around America, but there was a lot of crime in Texas over this. It was not organized. It was mostly individuals, okay? The organized crime that was happening around Tesla was mostly in New York and Washington.
Are vandalizing Teslas and firebombing dealerships across the country. Well, we just found out another dealership in Oregon was just shot up. Watch.
Roughly 40 protesters gathered here at the Southwest Cascade Avenue Tigard Tesla dealership for a protest. They're calling it the Rally to Restore Democracy. They were protesting against President Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the Doge cuts, and also the tariffs at the border. This protest is only hours after police report that this Tesla dealership was hit by multiple gunshot rounds overnight. Investigators believe at least 7 shots were fired, damaging 3 cars and shattering windows. 1 bullet went through an office wall and into a computer monitor. This incident comes after a string of vandalism attempts for Teslas and Tesla dealerships across the nation.
Primetime's also obtained new photos of the man who firebombed the Tesla dealership in Salem, Oregon, causing $500,000 worth of damage. Surveillance photos show him walking towards the Tesla dealership in a black burqa before chucking Molotov cocktails at the building. A red Tesla burst into flames. There you go. Then the suspect hurled a rock at the dealership window and shattered it. That's when more random projectiles were thrown, damaging other cars in the area. When investigators arrived on the scene, they found more Molotovs in the parking lot. Political unrest from the radical left's brewing. After Trump got shot, the left was told to tone down the rhetoric, or the violence would get worse.
Yeah, so we can say thank you to Mrs. Felicia Crockett for causing, if you have a Tesla, go tell her thank you. Go tell her thank you, because now you get to live with anxiety of wondering if someone's going to scratch your car today, target you. Go tell her thank you, because that's all Jasmine. Our Jazzy. Yes, these cases are getting out of hand, these Teslas, and I want to show you guys some, first of all, I do hope there's a few liberals here just so you can see where I'm coming from. And maybe you're mad because I'm saying y'all stupid and shit, but it's really important to reflect on yourself. And when a bunch of people are telling you you're wrong, you should probably just listen a little. Now let's go take a look at how y'all Tesla burners are looking to me and my Republican homies. Okay? I don't have homies, I lied. How y'all looking to me, an independent who used to lean left, and to most Republicans and independents. This is how you guys look. This is what you.
As I'm a Republican now, this still stands. I still feel you look this way.
You guys look like us.
Nut jobs that are having a hissy fit over Teslas. This video will explain it all. And there ain't not one person that's going to watch this video and not laugh. Not unless it's you in the video. Not unless you the one in the video they making fun of. All right, roll it.
Anybody who has a Tesla, sell it. Sell it immediately and sell it for the lowest dollar that you can.
Don't buy Teslas. And if you have a Tesla, sell your Tesla. If you have neighbors who have Teslas, tell them to sell their Teslas.
Protesting Tesla. This is the new current thing.
Whoa! Is this your Tesla?
Yeah, it is. Are you living in my bushes?
A little bit. You need to sell your Tesla.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Oh, you have to sell it.
Why would I do that?
Because Elon is a Nazi and he's fascistly taking over the government with Doge, so we need to bankrupt Tesla to stop him. So you need to sell your Tesla.
How would that help anything? Tesla already has my money, and if I sell this, then they'll still have my money. It makes no sense. Have you even thought about the economic logistics of your little protest?
You need to sell it or else you're directly supporting a known Nazi.
What?
Nazi!
Wait, I'm confused. Are you for or against Nazis?
I'm against Nazis. You're the one that's for them.
Well, it seems like you're for them. Your sign literally has the word Nazi on it. It's not even crossed out. It looks like you're kind of a fan.
I never really thought about that, but you driving a Tesla is directly supporting fascism. Hey, everyone, this guy's supporting a fascist Nazi dictator, Elon.
You think a guy that's trying to take power away from the government is a fascist dictator?
Yeah.
Bro, have you thought about that?
And everywhere you drive, you are spreading the Naziest version of fascism. Sell your Tesla.
So, let me get this straight. Your protest includes trespassing on my property, intimidating me with demands for what you want, and if I don't meet those demands, there will be consequences?
Yes, exactly, to stop fascism. That's why you have to sell it.
So then once I sell the Tesla, I should join you and start protesting against the person who now owns the Tesla. Is that correct?
That would be good.
Is the dye poisoning you? Like, is your blue-haired brain even working?
Look into my eyes! Of course my brain is working!
Wait, is that a wig?
No.
Dude, you're wearing a wig. That's so gay.
That's
so
another
creepy.
Sell your Tesla, jerk. You know what? If you keep driving the vehicle of your choice, I will find you wherever you go and vandalize your precious little Cybertruck.
It's got cameras all over it. You'll be recorded.
Do all of them have cameras?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm probably gonna be in some trouble.
Probably.
You're really just gonna drive a car made by a Nazi? You're okay with that?
Ma'am, is that your Jetta over there?
Yeah, I don't drive cars made by Nazis.
Did you know that the Volkswagen...
Oh, it cut off. Yeah, the Volkswagen. German. German engineering. Them Adidas shoes you got. Y'all wearing Adidas? Y'all having German technology, okay?
Yeah, y'all look like fools. Y'all look like idiots.
I'm curious if people are still vandalizing Teslas or if they've learned their lessons.
And you make me ashamed to have colored hair. You make me ashamed. I should have put up more of a fight when I saw a bunch of you dyeing your hair. But I'm nice, and I was happy. I was like, cool, people are expressing themselves. Nope. Nope. They're just following a trend. They're just following a trend. You guys, let's go look at these Teslas that are getting... Let's go see the worst to the worst. The least worst to the worst worst. Which, I saw a guy start himself on fire because he's...
You can tell I was raised by pirates. Thank you, Grandma and Mom. You guys are pirates. You taught me well. Oh my gosh, it's so funny how hyper I am in this video. But yeah, let's go watch all these Teslas get destroyed. This is crazy.
Vehicle in. The driver then walks over to the 61-year-old woman in the Tesla and reportedly starts hitting her while she's behind the wheel. Her identity says she bit the man's hand. Moments later, the passenger of the green car appears to walk over and pull the attacker away. They finally get back in their car and drive off.
No, this one's the worst.
My Tesla. No, this is what happened to my car. Look at this. Look at this. What's this? Clown American. I don't know what this is. Is this paint? Or somebody destroyed my car. Destroyed
Childish.
my car.
Completely childish, and I hope they learned their lessons, and the ones that didn't got arrested and were charged to the fullest extent.
Was taking you out to the doctor. Destroyed my car. This is no cap. Look at this. All on my windshield. All right in this. Look at this. My car is destroyed. So now I'm in the back of the dentist's office, doctor's office, to show me the cameras. But my car is destroyed. Like, bro, I swear to God, you can ask Tiny. You can ask everybody come around my car and be like, bro, I love your car. I just hate to do that naked. I don't give a bro. What the fuck do I have to do with Elon? I like the car because it's a nice little car. It's unaverage. It's crazy. Look at this. I'm riding around with my son in this car. I don't have my camera. I don't have nothing. I'm straight using my goddamn phone, bro. I heard this shit.
Yeah, Teslas are being destroyed and all this happened. And with the Tesla stock being super important, do you guys know why Tesla stock is important? Do you know how much Tesla Elon actually owns? I want to say like 12%, something like that. Because the rest of it's owned by America. We invest in it. 80% of it is owned by states investing for their portfolios, dude, when they retire. Like Tim Walz alone. Let's go see what his numbers were in his town when he decided to say what he did about Tesla.
They've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little booster.
Another important name this week, Tim Walz, our tampon Tim. How? Cotton Pony Tim. Can we go with Cotton Pony Tim? I like it better. Cotton Pony Tim is in trouble. He is stepping out of the race that he was going to run for a third time. But you know, I'm cool with the 2-time cap for him. Okay? Trump can run again. We're good with that. Trump can run again. Tim Walz has proven he is a POS BSer. Okay? And he can be easily persuaded. In my opinion. Humbly opinionize.
During the day. 225 and dropping.
Now here Tim Walz sort of apologises, but then he mocks the right for being, and I quote, butthurt. This clown is all over the place.
This guy bugs me in a way that is probably unhealthy. And but I have to be careful about being a smartass. I was making a joke. These people have no sense of humor. They are the most literal people. But my point was they're all mad, and I, said something I didn't, probably shouldn't have about a company. He is agree. They're all butthurt about the Tesla thing.
Josh, does he even realise that the fall in Tesla prices hurts the people in his state? Not to mention the tens of thousands of Americans that Tesla employs.
He probably does not actually realize that because he's not operating at a particularly high intelligence level, if I'm just calling it like I see it here. There actually are some moderate-ish Democrats who are not going like full, complete, utter, disgusting jerk when it comes to the issue of Tesla. So, for instance, Ro Khanna, who comes from Silicon Valley, he plays footsie with a lot of the big tech bigwigs. He had an interview this past week, Rita, where he said, I'm not rooting against Tesla. Tesla employs 20,000 people in my district. Okay, thank you for speaking some common sense there. But Tim Walz doesn't really know common sense from the other side of his foot there. I mean, this man speaks drivel, and when he's not speaking drivel, he's speaking far left ideological pablum there. Thank God this man is not the vice president of the United States right there. I mean, frankly, rooting for an iconic American company to fail in this manner, to root for people who are living off of their investment income, living off their capital gains, people who are in their 60s, 70s, who are retired, who are just living off of their dividends, whatever they're rooting for them to fail is nothing short of disgusting. It's not about Elon Musk. It actually.
Well, we know why he doesn't care now, right? He invested in other ways. So I was going to add an update about Tim Walz, but I honestly feel like that deserves its very own video. There's just so much happening in Minnesota with the fraud that is being uncovered and all of the lies coming out of Tim Walz's mouth, the amount of whistleblowers coming out. But as for now, I will just state that he is not running for a third term. And also, there are rumors he might be resigning, but nobody has confirmed that. But yeah, subscribe, and I will make sure to do an update on the Somali fraud happening in Minnesota, which heavily involves Tim Walz.
It's virtually nothing to do with Elon Musk. This company has a ton of employees, workers who work at the manufacturing mills, and you have investors there. So it's really about them. By the way, I have to say, it was not that long ago, I feel like it was basically yesterday, that Tesla was actually culturally here in America, was largely a left-wing company. That was as recently as probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, before Elon Musk started making his turn towards the right. And it was considered to be a culturally left-wing company for a very obvious reason, is that it's an electric vehicle. It was considered to be the clean energy equivalent of the gas-guzzling pickup trucks from Ford and Chevy there. Heck, I remember in some of my conservative circles, just like during COVID 4 or 5 years ago, we were making fun of liberals for driving Teslas. So, I mean, how quickly things change there. I don't personally drive a Tesla. I happen to think that it's wonderful technology. Not really my cup of tea, to be honest with you. But the point is, this is an American company that has American employees and employs a lot of Americans, including right there in Tim Walz's state of Minnesota. And you have a lot of people that are dependent upon Tesla stock going up and up and up, as the underlying value of the company should dictate that it will do, to actually live out the rest of their lives. So shame on you, Tim Walz, and thank God, sir, that you are not vice president of this great country.
That's right. Tim Walz was ready to destroy his own community over some hate, over some beef. And he's like a vegan, dude. Their beef is like corn. It's just made of corn. Their beef is soy. He's a soy boy. Tampon Tim is a soy boy.
It's Cotton Pony Tim now, Heaven. Gosh.
Anyways, so this really pissed. So because this happened, Trump felt really bad because Elon's doing something amazing. He's not receiving payment for what he's doing. And now Tesla's under fire because he's choosing to help America free itself of debt.
Okay, so obviously I was wrong. We do not talk about the trans this time. Thank God, I didn't want to have to edit that one. I was hoping it was a blind react to it, or at least like cents a year. But yeah, this is our last little part that I'm going to leave with the Teslas and the fact that it became so controversial that Trump promoted them on the White House lawn. Though this has happened throughout history, most recently being...
Make that make sense.
Biden.
Somebody make that make sense to me. You want to destroy Tesla and 100,000 American workers because he's trying to save our country and not receiving a payment. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. So let's go see how Trump responded, because what he did was beautiful. And it only went to piss off CNN more. It was pretty funny.
Notes. So I'm not Biden. I don't need notes. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. That's beautiful. Think Biden could get into that color? I like that one.
How does this work?
And I want that same color. I love Tesla.
The president and his tech support, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, turning the White House lawn into a showroom for Tesla after the president made good on his promise to buy one of the electric cars, a show of support for his Doge captain, whose company has become a target of left-wing violent protests. Watch.
I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. In the time I've known him, he has never asked me for a favor. He didn't ask me for this. I said, you know, Elon, I don't like what's happening to you. This man is a great patriot, and you should cherish him. You should cherish him. You know, I have a little statement. We have to take care of our high IQ people because we don't have too many of them.
Judge, this is a show of friendship and loyalty. Loyalty goes both ways, and this was a real public showing of this is a good car, this is a good man.
Yeah, you know, it's very Donald Trump. I mean, from the beginning. I mean, if he could help someone, he will do it. And, you know, there's no question. Look, Elon Musk is not in politics. He's not used to this. I mean, you know, he's in the business world, but I mean, he is despised. They are, you know, throwing Molotov cocktails into parking lots. He's lost billions because he's not able to really focus on his own business. So he's suffering a lot. He's taking a lot of attacks, suffering financially. He's physically exhausted. I mean, he hasn't stopped. So, you know, the president is like, you know, doing him a solid and saying, look, you know, this guy is helping us. Look, Doge is very important to this government and to what the president is trying to do to the economy that was totally destroyed by Joe Biden. I mean, we've got this $2 trillion yearly deficit. And I keep hearing people say that the interest rate is higher than our Department of Defense spending. And so, you know, we're in a bit of a tough time economically. And you know, Elon Musk is doing everything he can to help the president.
Selling Teslas on the White House lawn? How dare he?
Cut to fucking Biden, son, rolling Jeeps made in China through the White House lawn.
It was a little sweaty, but, you know, it was hot, so that doesn't mean anything. And if you look closely, Jill Biden didn't look very happy with Hunter, but, I mean, nobody's happy with Hunter at this point. Now, remember,
the cheese.
Hunter's
I forgot about
supposed to
the
keep his nose clean for
cheese.
this plea deal. If this is his coke, the plea deal's off. We just hope Hunter stays sober, stays away from the Parmesan cheese.
I spent more time on my hands and knees, picking through rugs, smoking anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine. I probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone that you know.
I was watching the first family's return from Delaware on Marine One, and my colleague Peter Ducey noticed someone hop off the chopper who was not on the passenger list the White House gave us, Hunter Biden. So Hunter is apparently here.
Dead. Wrong clip. Wrong clip, Heaven.
Pretty big favor here for his private business.
It's hardly the first time we've had cars on the South Lawn. Man, there's video of Joe Biden driving a Jeep Rubicon around the South Lawn. I mean, it's pretty common.
And President Trump had did it before in his first term as well.
It's pretty common for the President of the United States to boost American industries, American-made products, and companies that are, you know, employing Americans. It's extremely common. He obviously has a close relationship with Elon, who, by the way, is, I think, unfairly under attack. And this company is unfairly under attack. You have these insane people all over the country New York City. I had a friend who tried to trade his Tesla in New York the other day, and there were protesters screaming at his children.
Look,
These people are unhinged, and they deserve support from the
But
government.
let's be clear. Let's not skirt over the fact that Elon Musk spent $250 million to elect Donald Trump.
So you're against an American company? No, that's not. You don't want the government to support this?
Remember, that's how we found them emails, too. Bidens, dude. The Bidens are gross, man. You guys should go look at the Biden daughter. I don't remember her name. Her diary, dude. Her journal. They posted her journal when she got out of AA or something, rehab. There's some shit in there about her daddy. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. I don't trust Biden. This is why. Ready? Look.
I don't know why I had that accent, but I was hyper. Apologize.
Let's go. That's a really close engagement.
Ugh, still makes me uncomfortable looking at that. Who can forget old creepy Joe Biden, who on his first day in office decimated the rights of girls and women with an executive order that damned him as a puppet of extremist gender and trans ideologues.
Yeah, people want to call Trump a creep and him a pedo and a creepo, but this is what a pedo and a creepo looks like. This is what a creep looks like. This is Trump in front of little girls, okay? Trump is literally trying to help little girls, not touch them. Yes, he is signing our bill to keep girl athletes, female athletes safe and protected.
We're gonna stop there, because I know this is it. The trans narrative, the one I've been waiting for, because it's the most important. It's the one that has people tied to. So let's get this next one done. I want this one out so you guys can see it. I will see you next time, motherfuckers.